Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 6 of the Cold School Marble Championship. Today we have Event 10, the Parallel Run. Two marbles at a time will race down these two sides of track parallel to each other, one on each side, to try and get to the end as quick as possible. The one that gets to the end first will of course move on to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then finally the final. Odd event we haven't seen before in the KMC, so let's see how our marbles do. First up, Wisp versus Hive. Off they go to this early section of the straightaway around the loop, and then the final straightaway. Hive does take the win. They had the control there the entire way through. See them on the straightaway just extending their lead and taking the win over Wisp, moving on to the quarter-final. Second heat, Glacier versus Bolt. Bolt and Marble, who has been doing quite well these past two events. Glacier, though, has the lead. Can they catch up? No, they won't. And Glacier will take a quite comfortable victory here. See, on this straightaway, they just got a very far ahead of Bolt, and Bolt did not have the time to overtake, meaning Glacier will be the one moving on. Heat number 3, we have Dynamite and Mess. Off they go. Now that these marbles have been doing so well this season, how will they do here? Dynamite seems to have the lead. Can Mess maybe make it up? No, they will not. And Dynamite takes the victory. Again, had the lead coming into the loop. That seems to be the defining part of this event, and they held it to the end. Mess unable to make it up. Heat 4, Blue Bottle up against Knight. Off they go. Looks like it's Blue Ball out to the lead early. Knight gets the lead here on the straightaway, and it extends all the way to the end. That was a crushing victory for Knight. Very nicely done there. Blue Ball seemed to be in the lead early, but lost it. And Knight's lead just kept extending and extending. A very good time for them. And that means they will move on to the quarterfinal. Next heat, Pixie versus Mantis. Off they go. Looks like it is Pixie out to the lead. Mantis seems to get the overtake. Who will take it to the end? It's going to be Mantis. Pixie didn't seem to be able to hold on to their lead, even though they had it early. It's hard to tell really who's in the lead for much of this event, but in this time it was Mantis, and they were able to take the win. Next heat, Andromeda versus Ocean. Off they go. Andromeda's been doing quite well recently, and they seem to be continuing that trend. Ocean, can they catch up? No, they will not. And Andromeda's going to take the win. Very nice performance there by Andromeda over a long time KMC great like Ocean. Andromeda has been doing quite well in the KMC thus far, and that seems to be continuing. Up next, Lapis and Black Rose, both former champions. How will they do? Looks like Lapis has the lead. Looks like Black Rose catches up, and they take the win. Very nice performance there from Black Rose to make the comeback. Neck and neck in the loop, and then after that, Black Rose just extended their lead and did manage to take the win and move on. Now then, final heat, Dragonfly versus Lollipop. Off they go. Be quite close together. Dragonfly gets the lead, though Lollipop has fallen quite far behind, and Dragonfly is going to take a comfortable victory there. Not a good showing there from Lollipop there. I've been having some trouble recently. But Dragonfly there, very nice performance. They take the win and move on to the quarterfinals. That does it for the heats. From 9th to 16th, Pixie will take 9th place, followed by Lapis, Bolt, Wisp, Nest, Ocean, Blue Bottle, and finally Lollipop taking last. For the first quarter-final, Dynamite up against Black Rose. Quite close together. Black Rose takes the lead in the loop section. Dynamite catches up, though, and that's going to be a very close finish. Very hard to tell which marble took it there. We're going to have another look at it. Come to the end, and it's going to be Dynamite. Just barely beats out Black Rose, and we will move on to the semi-final. Quarter-final 2. Glacier and Dragonfly. Off they go. And to be quite close together, just like the last event. Come to the end, and it looks like it's going to be Glacier. Gonna have to take another look at it. There was another very close one. Glacier did have the lead coming into the straightaway, I think. Did they manage to hold it? Yes. Glacier is going to be the one moving on over Dragonfly to the semi-final. Quarterfinal 3, Andromeda versus Mantis. Two newcomers. How will they perform? Andromeda seems to have the lead. Will it hold? Yes, it will hold to the end. Andromeda makes a nice showing over Mantis here. Did seem to be pretty close at the start, but by the loop, Andromeda had the lead and they managed to stretch it all the way to the end. And for the final quarterfinal, Knight up against Hive. Off they go. Looks like it's Hive out to the lead in the right lane, and they will take it to the end. It was quite a close one in the first few turns, but Hive did manage to get it by the loop, and that is what gave them the victory. Looking at the standings from 5th to 8th, Knight does manage to take the 5th place finish, followed by Black Rose in 6th, Mantis in 7th, and finally Dragonfly in 8th place. For the first semi-final, we see Andromeda up against Glacier. Off they go. Be quite close together. Andromeda seems to have the lead. Can Glacier make a comeback? No, they will not. And Andromeda is going to move to the final with a guaranteed at least a silver medal. Unfortunate for Glacier, they couldn't make it back up on Andromeda, meaning they will have to go to the bronze match, while Andromeda is the one making it to the final. For the other semi-final, Dynamite up against Hive. Off they go. Looks like it is quite close together. Dynamite might have the lead. No, it's Hive with the lead, and they're going to take it to the end. Hive will move on to the final, while Dynamite will have to battle Glacier for the bronze medal. Very nice performance there from Hive. It was pretty close before. They managed to get the lead during the loop section and move on to the final. But for the bronze match, Glacier versus Dynamite for the bronze medal. Off they go. Quite close together. Glacier seems to have the lead. Dynamite makes a bit of a comeback. Will it hold? No, it won't. And Glacier's lead extends, and they will take the bronze medal in this event. A very nice performance here over Dynamite. It was pretty close, but unfortunately Dynamite just did not have enough left to take the win over Glacier. But for the final, Hive versus Andromeda. Off they go. So Andromeda might have the lead. Hive has it now. In the loop section, who's going to have it? It's Andromeda. Can Hive catch up? No! And Andromeda takes the victory in the parallel run, securing 2 gold medals in a row. Very nice performance there from Andromeda all throughout the event. Hive did pretty well as too, but unfortunately for them, Andromeda is the one who manages to beat them and take the gold medal. Hive will get a silver medal for their efforts, meanwhile Glacier does get the bronze medal. Quite an interesting new event we saw today, and as a result of it, Andromeda has taken the lead in the overall standings after getting 2 gold medals in a row. Black Rose stays in 2nd place, meanwhile Bolt has risen up to 4th, just behind Pixie. Next time we will see the B-League Margals taking on this same event we saw in the A Division, so I will see you then. Goodbye.